So you're thinking about moving to Mansfield, Texas? Well, in this video, we are going to uncover one of the best kept secrets in terms of a new home neighborhood. And hopefully by the end of this video, you'll figure out if it's right for you.
And if this is your first time to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. And if you want to be the first to know what's happening in the Texas real estate market, go ahead and hit that bell.
Hey y'all, welcome to the channel. My name's Tom Jung.
And I'm Jack Lisenby.
And we're local Dallas-Fort Worth real estate experts. Yeah. So anyways, if you are looking to move this direction, you're in the right place. We have all kinds of content put out weekly. And today we are talking about Mansfield, Texas. This has a ton of new homes going up. I mean, if you're looking south of the Metroplex, this is probably like the biggest location. And a lot of them are really nice and big.
Yeah, it's there's a lot going down in that direction, and they still have plenty of land, so you're getting big lots and big houses, and they all look great because they're all up to date.
Yeah, and this neighborhood's no different. And one of the big draws to this area is the school. So if you just stumbled upon this video somehow and haven't seen any of our others, this is definitely a big draw to Mansfield. So they have we got into their budget one time in one of our podcast episodes, and they have a very clean school budget, like very little debt. So
right, yeah.
Anyways, they're doing a lot of stuff right in Mansfield. And so anyways, we are bringing you a neighborhood. This is Rockwood. It is, it felt really secluded out there, even though I guess it is next to another neighborhood. But
yeah, so it's actually surrounded on two sides right now?
Yeah.
By other neighborhoods, but whenever you get out there, it feels like it's just kind of by itself.
Yeah, and so it's kind of like on the edge of town almost. It seems like past that you're getting into more of the rural living. But again, you're not even that far from downtown Mansfield or anything. So
no, actually, I think that's one of the big draws is that this thing is right off of the 287.
Yep. And then also, I'm really excited about this, but we do have a couple home tours for you in this video, and I was blown away by the Drees home. I like the decor and the different things that they did in there. So that's, I don't know.
They did a good job.
Yeah, so look forward to that. Cool. You want to kick it off with, I guess, a little bit about the amenities and HOA, all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, so Rockwood is, like I said, it's right off the 287, just north of Mansfield proper. It's a collaborative effort between Coventry Homes and Drees Custom Homes. They're the only two builders out there. But it is an HOA, so it's going to be like a well taken care of area. They have gas hookups, which I know is a big draw for a lot of people. The biggest thing I think about this neighborhood is the fact that you get that nice suburban feel, but you're getting much larger lot sizes. They have extra wide roads, so there's more space between you and the neighbor in front of you. You get I think the smallest lot size they have is 1/5 of an acre, and it goes up a little bit, but we can get into the stats a little bit later. But suffice to say, you're getting a lot more land in a suburban-esque neighborhood than you do basically anywhere else in the Metroplex. Which I think is going to be a huge draw. And like we said earlier, super quiet out there right now. So as far as the amenities themselves go, like I said, it is more suburban-esque, so it's not going to be one of those crazy master plan communities, but they do have a planned amenities center. It's going to have a pavilion, a fireplace, a kitchen, and an outdoor grill as well. And I believe actually while we were there, they also had a community park. So that one's already on the ground, but the amenity center is still in the plan, so they haven't finished building that yet.
Yep. And as far as the location go, I know Jack mentioned it's off of 287, but as far as drive times, you are going to be about 7 minutes from your local grocery store. You've got a Walmart, Sam's Club, Target that are all pretty close. And then downtown Mansfield, it's going to be about 10 minutes. If you're trying to make it down to Midlothian, I don't know why, but if you were going down there, it's about 18 minutes. And then if you're trying to get to downtown Fort Worth, it's about 23. And Arlington's going to be about 30 minutes. The DFW airport's only about 33. So again, pretty good location. And then Dallas is only about 45 minutes. So I think that is one of the draws to this neighborhood. Like as far as, or this suburb, I should say, as far as like, you know, if you've got a spouse that commutes to one to Fort Worth, one to Dallas, then this is a good in between, and it's not too far out there. So anyways, that's what we got for drive times. You want to talk about schools a little bit?
Yeah, so actually this neighborhood, being right outside of Mansfield, is part of Mansfield ISD, which I know is a big draw for a lot of people because especially if you're in Fort Worth or Dallas, they don't exactly have the best school districts, and so being so close to them, to have a school district that's as well rated as Mansfield ISD is a huge plus, because Mansfield ISD overall, like the entire district, is rated A according to niche.com, and that's where we get all of our school data. So if you want to do any more research on these, feel free to go look into that yourself. But the schools that you're going to be looking at for this neighborhood are going to be Mary Jo Shepherd Elementary School, which is A rated. You've got Linda Job Middle School, which is A- rated, and then Mansfield Legacy High School, which is A rated. So all in all, you're going to have A rated schools throughout your kids' development from stem to stern.
Sweet. So yeah, don't have to worry about moving twice. You can live there till they're out of the house. Hopefully they leave early. Or not. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, so I guess let's, I'm sure you're wondering at this point, hopefully this has checked a bunch of boxes for you, and you're probably wondering, well, what do the houses look like out there? So I said, let's roll out and take a look at what was it, Coventry?
Yes. So the first one we're going to take a look at is going to be the Coventry homes, which is the walkthrough I did, I believe.
Yeah, okay. Let's take a look.
So you're thinking of moving to Mansfield, Texas. Well, today we're in Rockwood Estates. This is a brand new community on the south side of Mansfield. And today we're going to be checking out a Coventry homes. This is their model home here. It's right out of the entrance. Beautiful marquee and entryway and everything like that, right into beautiful homes. So we're going to go ahead and check out what these guys have to offer. All right, guys, so we just stepped into the entryway. It's really nice. You got these high ceilings, goes all the way, because this is a 2-story. It goes all the way up to the 2nd story. It looks really good with this winding staircase. This right here is the Ames, A-M-E-S, floor plan by Coventry Homes. It's just shy of 3,500 square feet. It's normally a 4-bed, 3.5 bath, but it does have the optional bedroom in the model with the ensuite full bathroom, so that makes this a 5-bed, 4.5 bath, and we'll take a look at all that here in just a minute. But immediately to my right, your left, is going to be a formal dining, something that's kind of a rarity in these days with the newer homes, but I'm glad that they're making a comeback. This does actually also lead into a butler's pantry that will follow through to the other side, because that actually goes into the kitchen area as well. But before we get to that, let's check out the other side of the entryway, because over here, immediately to the left as you walk in, we have this nice office space. So this doesn't count as one of your bedrooms, so it's not one of those bait and switches where they're like, oh, 4 bedrooms and then one of those bedrooms is an office. You actually get 4 bedrooms and an office. You get this nice oversized windows letting in all that light and everything like that. And you do have a half bath here, nothing special, just a powder room. But continuing on, we're going to go ahead and check out the main areas. So walking through the entry hallway, you do have a coat closet right here. This leads into the laundry room, which wraps around into the master closet that we'll get to in just a second. But here you get this nice huge windows letting in all that light that may be messing with the camera at the moment, but it does look really nice whenever you've got the sun coming in. It saves on your electricity bill because you don't have to light up the house or anything. But it all flows into this big open area with the kitchen, the dining area, which also has a lot of oversized windows. Plenty of lighting in here. Big fan of these globes over the eat-on counter. You don't get the farmhouse sink, but you do get this nice deep chef-style aluminum sink. All of this, or I'm sorry, stainless steel sink. All the appliances in here are stainless steel with these nice black accents and everything that really give it that bold look, bring out all the character and everything the kitchen has to offer. And actually on the other side of the living room, you may not have been able to see it walking through here, but you get this cool geometric tiled fireplace. Now, I'm pretty sure these aren't standard, but they do look really good. But the fireplace is actually in a smart location. I know some people, they'll put it in weird spots in the living room, but these guys, they think ahead whenever they put their houses together. So just a quick little note before we go any further. This is the other side of the butler's pantry, so it's more like a butler's corridor. But it's a nice place to store your coffee machine and your fine china for whenever you have over guests for your formal dining. One thing I really do want to show off is over here in the other corner though. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. So we walk into what's normally a master bedroom in a lot of floor plans like this, but this is a little bit different. This is more of like a seating area at the moment, and I know some of you are scratching your heads because why would you have a seating area at the back of your house? Well, it's because this is actually part of a generational suite, and if you don't know what that is, a lot of people call them mother-in-law suites or mother-in-law rooms. Things like that. So this is really an addition that allows for people who may have like aging parents, or maybe they just got long-term guests, or maybe they just have somebody who likes to share a house with them. They can have not just a bedroom, but their own space, because this is like the living room to the suite, and we actually have the rest of it tucked away back here. So continuing on down this hallway, you get a nice little reading bench and everything next to the window, so you get plenty of lighting. You get a nice size full bathroom here, and it does have a stand-up shower. It does not have a tub, so I guess it's like a 3/4 bathroom. But over here we have the actual bedroom itself. It's nothing huge. It's about the size of a typical secondary bedroom, so this is like a full-size bed. You can see it's got enough room for some smaller end tables and stuff like that, but it's not necessarily like a master bedroom style size. But speaking of that, we will go check out the master bedroom. It's going to be on the other side of the house, so not only do they get their own space, it's also nice and removed from the rest of the house, so they can make whatever noises they want and not wake up the kids. As soon as we walk in here, you're going to notice something very stark about this wall. I mean, black is a very bold choice, but the accent wall and everything does make it look really nice and really poppy. You get this sweeping bay windows all the way across the wall over here. You get plenty of room, these oversized side tables, as well as a king-size bed, and you still got plenty of room on either side of the bed, as well as room for like furniture and other things on the other side. You could put a really big TV over here. One thing I will note that may be a little bit difficult to see with the gimbal there is they have this recessed area in the roof, or in the ceiling here, with these decorative beams going across and everything. It really pops and makes it look nice. And all of that connects into the double doors that lead into the bathroom. This right here, the master bath, it's definitely an interesting setup, I'll say that, because the bath is on the side with the vanities, which is a little bit interesting, but this was to allow for them to put in this oversized stand-up shower on the other side of the bathroom, which is really cool. This thing is huge. You've got all the room for activities and then some. Definitely plenty of room in your shower. So if you're one of those people who really likes having a nice shower, this is probably a good option for those kinds of individuals. Otherwise, you do get the his and hers vanity. You know, he makes a mess over here, she makes a mess over there. You don't have to worry about your messes getting in each other's way. And you do get the standalone tub. You got your water closet here, which is a fancy word for the toilet closet. And then you get this oversized walk-in closet here. This thing is really big though. And you get these nice build-ins for all the shoes or purses or whatever have you. And tucked away in here is where your security system would go as well, if you do end up setting up a home security system. So it's nice tucked away in the house, and you don't have to worry about it getting in, just looking ugly in public areas. But like I said, all of this connects to your laundry room, which I think is a phenomenal idea. You do get space for a full washer dryer setup on this side, as well as a little nook over here where you could set up like a shelving or like a table if you wanted to prep and fold laundry, which is a really nice touch. And all this leads back into the main hallway. So while we're here, we're actually going to head back towards the entryway and go upstairs. One thing I do really like about this is they put these nice decorative banisters and everything in here. You do get carpet on the stairs, which can be good if you have kiddos, because I know kids fall and bump into everything, and this is one less bruise if they fall on carpet. So, something to consider. So coming up the stairs, you do get plenty of that lighting from downstairs, because this opens up into the living room area over here. So everything's nice and open and airy. You can yell at the kids to come down and eat dinner and not have to worry about texting them or something because they can't hear you. But on the loft side of things, on the other side of that banister, we do have, again, these straight ceilings with the shiplap and everything. You get plenty of room. This is a full-size pool table. They also have a little bistro seating area over here, and it doesn't feel cramped at all. Plenty of room to move around, kids to run around, bang into whatever have you. And on the other side of this, we have an entertainment room. Little theater, game room, what have you. These guys have it set up with lighting and sound for obviously a theater. But as far as I understand, this is part of the standard floor plan. This part, though I'm about to show you next, is not. This is an addition. a little bit of an option here. If the generational suite wasn't enough for you, you do have a full-size secondary bedroom with a nice walk-in closet and a full ensuite bathroom as well. So this is what turns it from a 4 3.5 to a 5 4.5, which is nice because, you know, you get a couple kids eating up the other bedrooms, and then if you have guests over, this is a good way you can have them not tucked away in some corner. They get their own place to set up, relax, and get ready for their day, to hang out with you and the family instead of feeling rushed like an afterthought. So if I have eyes in the back of my head, I won't be running into things, but otherwise we do have a secondary bedroom over here, and then we have another one at the end of the hall. Both of them share this full secondary bathroom here. And both of them also, one thing I will note, they have attic access everywhere. So, you know, there's one back in that room that we just saw, there's one in the hallway, there's one above us, there's one in this closet here. They're all tucked away and you won't even notice them as you're going through the house, but it's nice to be able to have that extra access because with a house this size, I'm sure the ducting and everything's kind of a pain to get through whenever you're storing Christmas gifts or Christmas decorations, Halloween, what have you. It's just a really good extra nice touch to have. But anyway, let's go check out the backyard.
All right, guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and save you about 2 to 2.5 minutes of your life and just let you know that it was the end of the day, as you could probably tell by the lighting, and I was dead tired. I just started rambling about this patio. Don't get me wrong, it was great, but probably not that great.
Dude, I literally stopped in the hallway, like right next to that picture of the llama, thinking like he's got to say something about it. He's gonna say something like, who puts a llama in the hallway?
Honestly, I think I was just so out of it, I walked right past it. I didn't even notice it.
Missed opportunity.
I know. It would have been great, honestly. It's like that one with the giraffe we saw the other time.
Oh yeah. No, it's actually coming up in the next video. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, sneak peek. There's a giraffe in the next video. Yeah, as far as the housing stuff goes, so we got one more tour for you, and then but I figured we'd talk a little bit about the prices out there. So I'm sure you're probably curious at this point. You're like, oh, this all sounds good. I like what the house looks like. Let me buy one. How much is it? So these range from about $650 up to $1 million if you're looking to buy out there. And they do have some inventory homes. They also will obviously build from scratch, so if that's something you want to do. And these are going to range from about 2,400 to 4,800 square feet. So, 2,400, if you're not familiar, that's like typical, 4.2.5 with typically 2 living areas, or like a living area and
like a den or something.
Yeah. So, and then obviously 4,800 is just massive. So that's however much you want to put in it. And I think you mentioned this earlier, but like the acres, they're about quarter acre up to half acre.
Yeah, I think they do have some smaller ones, like the interior lots get down as far as like a fifth of an acre, but that's as small as it gets.
Yeah, so really decent lot size. I mean, you're not gonna feel like you're super close with your neighbors. You're probably not gonna see a whole lot of cars parked on the street, that type of thing. So it's gonna have a real nice feel to this neighborhood. I mean, it does. It's just, I feel like it's going to continue to. So, cool. Well, let's take a look at this next one. You're going to see it in the video, but I was a huge fan of the decor in this house.
Stager did a really good job.
Yeah, or interior designer, stager, whatever they call it. Yeah, just a great job. Anyways, let's take a look. This is Drees. This is what they're telling us. And that door needs some oil. But yeah, here we go. I know really nothing about this house, so we're gonna explore it together because nobody was here to tell us. So right off the entryway, we have an office space, and Drees is a custom home builder. So most of what they're gonna do is what we could consider semi-custom. So they may have inventory homes, or you can go in, they'll say, hey, here are some floor plans, and you can move stuff around, pick things out. This one's pretty cool. This has like a boho feel vibe. I don't know, it's different, it's unique. But right here off the entryway, we kind of have this guest suite tucked away. That would normally be a garage, and this is your guest suite. So you have really good sized room and decent sized walk-in closet over here, and then also a full bath. So I know that was a lot to get all in one shot. I'm going quick here. Couple things to note: 8-foot doors. You got probably 6-inch baseboards, all very nice. And then you've got your half bath here, which I also like that it's at the front of the house instead of over by the kitchen. Never understood that setup. But here we're coming into the foyer? I don't know. Nice circular staircase here. All wooden, looks very, very nice. And over here we have our formal dining. So if this is something where you still like to entertain people, maybe you have Thanksgiving or the holidays, you like to gather everybody around, this is definitely a good place to have that done. But there's more. So coming through here, you're gonna have your coat closet, which is gonna wrap under that staircase. And then this opens up into this huge, okay, I wouldn't call it huge, really good size living area and kitchen. It feels really big because of how tall these ceilings are. It's kind of like big but cozy at the same time, if you catch my drift. Anyways, let's talk about how sick this looks. So first of all, really cool island here with the farmhouse sink. I like the finish shot that they've done all the way around this with like the shiplap. Again, this is a whole different look. You've got double ovens over here and a kitchen and a microwave up top. Then, love this granite back here. And this is like, oh, this is kind of cool, but then you get back here where it goes all the way up the wall with these floating shelves, and I'm like, that is really cool. I love all this counter space and how you have your coffee machine or whatever, you can tuck it away back here. And then you've got your pantry in here, which is a good size. Anyways, let's keep moving. We'll come back to that really sick looking door window thing here in a minute. Another thing I like is they have this movie room downstairs. A lot of times you're gonna see, people put movie rooms upstairs. I love that it's downstairs. And again, feels real cozy. If I had to sum up this house in one word, it would be cozy, even though it's a giant. And then coming through here, you have your laundry room. Which another thing I like about this is all the custom cabinet work that they did in here. So you have a ton of countertop space, you have a sink. Again, I don't know what that's for in a laundry room. I'm assuming like we don't hand wash at our house, right? You just put it in and then it comes out. But I know a lot of women like that. But anyways, I like the open shelves up top, all that kind of stuff. And then boom, God, if you didn't have enough nature before, just look at this room. Look at the green. Like, who picks green? Not many people, but I think they pulled it off. So again, good sized room. Love all the wood accents in here. Real boho vibe. I hope that's the vibe, the word I'm looking for, because otherwise somebody will let me know. And then again, they got like a mud bench in here, which I also like. Let's say that, you have a nice steamy shower or bath. You got your robe on, you want to sit down, put your slippers on, whatever. You got a space for that. I like this. And then I don't even know where to go next. All right, so bathroom. This is cool as well. I'm digging all of this, if you can't tell. But huge sink area, right? You got two huge mirrors, one for each side. And then I love that they got the freestanding tub here. I love that this wraps around. There's two shower heads. There's a separate on and off for each person. So if you guys are both trying to get ready at the same time, and somebody likes it extra hot, somebody likes it cold, whatever, you can make that happen. And then in here is your master closet, which I will say they did a great job. Number one, love having a mirror, full-size mirror. You can get ready, make sure that you don't have anything ridiculous going on. And then you have a lot of space through here. It even wraps around. Oh, look at that. Here's that robe I was talking about. They even have one. See? They were thinking about it too. All right, so moving on back through the house, let's go upstairs and take a look. All right, so we made it to the landing. A couple things to note. I actually am digging this two-tone wood thing going on here from the stairs to the floor. Not sure this is ideal if you got kids because there's nothing up here to absorb the sound, but it looks really cool. So right up off of this landing, you're gonna have this big room. They've got it set up for a game room, and this is like a full-size pool table. Like a lot of times you'll see in these houses, they put these tiny little pool tables in. This is full-size, so that gives you an idea of how big this room is. So obviously they've got it set up for fun. You could also have it set up for kids if you don't like to have fun. And then we're gonna roll around this side. Got two sides, we'll hit the other side when we go back. full bath, and another bedroom. This is a good sized bedroom. I'd say it's probably 11 by 11. And you've got a sweet giraffe and a tiny walk-in closet. It's not tiny, it's small, it's not big. All right, so if you're keeping count, what is that? 3 bedrooms so far, and 1, 2, 3 and a half bathrooms. All right. So last but not least, got another bedroom here. Again, good size, probably 11 by 12, if I just had to guesstimate. And this is actually a Jack and Jill. So you've got your separate sinks, you got the tub and shower, and the other sink. And this is a good size room as well. This is probably, I'm gonna venture to say 12 by 13 in this room. So lots of natural light there, which you probably just got a huge look at. And another thing, I really like the lights that they have in this house. So like right here, just this light off the entryway, very modern kind of look. You also have one over the living room here. So anyways, there's some nice touches I like. I like this. I like what they got going on. Let's go take a look at the outside. All right, and as I ramble on the back porch as well, we will, we'll just leave you to look at that porch and what it looks like. It's nice. So anyways, as far as like a compare and contrast in this neighborhood or of the builders, I mean, what was your takeaway as far as, choosing between one and the other?
I do like what Coventry Homes was trying to do with the generational suite. I thought that was a great idea because I know there's rising numbers of that. I gotta say, my money would probably have to go with Drees though, because when speaking with the sales rep, they are offering, like, I feel like Drees is willing to do a lot more structurally to make it like your house. Like, it feels like when talking to them, you can usually make like, interior changes, colors, materials, things like that. But these guys were like, yeah, as long as we haven't gone to framing, we'll change darn near anything.
Which is good and bad, right?
Yeah, it can be a lot more moving parts, but for somebody who just like has one thing they want to change, that can be a very reasonable thing. Like, hey, can we just like add a closet or something? Yeah, sure, we'll throw it in there. Yeah,
and as far as the prices go, I think Coventry starts a little bit higher, but they both build on 65-foot lots, so you have 65 throughout the neighborhood. Drees is the only one that builds on as far as we could find, that builds on the 90-foot lot. So if you do want one of those bigger lots, Drees is going to be the builder you want to talk to. But and then as far as prices go, and this is the end of 2023 when we're recording this, but basically if you're looking at the 65-foot lot with Drees, $550 to $800. If you're looking at the 90-foot lots, you're going to be $700 to $1 million. And then if you're going with Coventry, they're starting just under $600,000 to $830 for their 60-foot products, or 65-foot, whatever products. So anyways, I think they're both nice homes. I mean, very similar. I think really, if you come down to it, like, they both customize houses. So like if you saw something you liked at the Drees home, Coventry can probably do it, right?
I bet you they'll do it just out of spite.
Yeah, right. So anyways, I think at the end of the day, it's gonna come down to probably who you would like dealing with most, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, we can help with all that. If you are interested, we would love to work with you. Please don't hesitate to call or text, any of that kind of stuff. But as always, if you're looking to buy or sell, remember to keep calm. Call Tom.